Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. So yesterday, as you could see, we have seen some surprising action not only on some currency pairs but in the gold market as well. Mostly things that we see on the gold is just the byproduct of the dollar weakness. So today, not occasionally in the first video, we have taken a look at the Japanese yen, because the Japan right now is a major news maker on the financial markets. It's something incredible is going on before the Christmas, so it's maybe because for the Japan it's just working days. It's, as you know, the Japanese are not celebrating the Christmas mostly. So in the recent two sessions there's a lot of events have happened. So if you remember, yesterday we talked on the background that actually those who are familiar with the government bond market in Japan knows that the bulk of the bonds stands on the balance of the government. Japan is one of the countries that actually, or maybe even the only country that haven't stopped the quantitative easing. So they were printing and printing, while the actually other central banks just stopped to do this and turning to the quantitative tightening and rate range. And of course, it was just a question of time when the bubble will explode in Japan. And that has happened on Monday, when the government yields on the government bond had jumped for 2 times. So it was artificially held at the dot 25%, and it has jumped to the dot 42%. So it's almost 2 times, and has triggered massive margin calls on the bond market. So it has triggered consequently the demand for the currency to close the gaps. You need to close the position, you need to add margin, and leads to strength in the Japanese yen. Correspondingly, if you will take a look at the dollar index, as a result of the rising of the Japanese yen, dollar has dropped. So Japanese yen is not really a big part of the index, but still we have this retracement, and that already in turn has led to the rally on the gold market as well. So this is mostly, guys, that we see here is not some fundamental background for gold is changing, but in these days it's just it's a byproduct of the cross markets, because all markets are related to each other, and this is just a result of the weakness of the United States dollar. At the same time, currently Japanese yen stands at very strong support area. So the same way performance in the nearest term hardly possible, well, at least from the technical point of view. I don't know what the Bank of Japan will do in the nearest time, but if everything will be frozen at the current situation, nothing will be changed drastically, chances that the same trend on the Japanese yen will continue stands very low. And it means that on the gold market, with this some upward action, it also might be over somewhere in this area. At least we will see what will happen. But I'm not excluding that despite this strong action, this top in general should stay, and the reversal in downward action here has good chances to happen. So, but at the same time, we need to take some more insurance before taking the short position, because market is going now out of the normal classical bearish market performance, because it has broken all intraday resistance levels. It just behaves a bit differently compared to the pattern that we have. So it just makes us to be more careful and just do not hurry up with the decision making and wait a bit more when the situation can calm down a bit. Particularly speaking, on the daily chart, you can see that our more evening star pattern is valid, because market hasn't taken its stuff by far, at least. And but you can see at what performance here is very strong upward action, back in the body of this pattern. So this is not normal. So usually in such environment, market could show this minor retracement to some fib level and then start downward action. But this is too strong action. And second moment, what you need to watch for on a daily is a grabber. So take a look that today maybe we will get the bearish grabber, and that could well become the first pattern in a bearish context. On the 4-hour time frame chart, this is another reason to be worried about. Is actually, as you could see, performance with the 3 drive. So it's a bit also not natural. After this sell-off, supposedly minor pullback, it should be downward action, taking out to these lows and completing the 3 drive. But instead of that, you can see we have sharp upward action. Although we've got the grabber and we warned about you, this should happen. If you remember our recent talk, but we thought that it should be not as strong as it stands right now. Currently it is obvious because it is triggered by the fundamental background, but we haven't known it in the beginning of the yesterday's session. So here we have some kind of the free drive sell or something of that sort. But here's some trick exists with this situation. If you'll take a look at the hourly chart, market has broken the OP that was standing right there, and we thought that it will be points where the action will stop, giving us this godless triple to sell. But you could see that upward action is continuing, and now market already stands in extension mode after the OP. That suggests that it's really big chances that we could get the XOP 1824 and wash and rinse of these previous stops. So until this XOP will not be reached, I wouldn't consider taking the new short position by far. So that's the thing that I would like to warn you about today. And actually, as you can see, yesterday we said do not take the short position because we could get this godless ABCD pattern. But as you can see, the Japanese yen situation has become the catalyst, or better to say, the major reason for this rally. That shouldn't happen if we wouldn't have the Japanese yen situation. But we have what we have, and in the current circumstances, since rally stands rather strong, it would be better to wait and see, and market stands very close to the XOP. I suggest that reaching of this level is very probable.